You know that marketing is really important for your book to succeed, but you still dread it? Today I'm going to give you 15 strategies of how to deal with self-promoting as an author. And one of the most important tips are at the end, so stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I'm Diana Lund, and this channel is all about you as an author and all the stuff around publishing your book, except for the writing itself. So let's jump into the 15 strategies to help you become better at promoting yourself. Number 1, well, it's part of your job, and all jobs have something that sucks. I'm sorry, that seems like a really bad advice or a really bad strategy. But you know what, the thing is, when I started my bachelor's, someone was telling me just before I started, like, just remember that no matter what courses you choose, there's always going to be something that sucks. And that really helped me. Just remember, this is something that can help you with reaching your end goal. Strategy number 2, fall in love with your message. It's really important to love what it is that you're trying to sell people. Number 3, just start and learn while you're doing it. A lot of the fear of doing something is because we don't know how, or because we feel like we are bad at it, but no one's good at something just from the beginning. It takes practice, so just jump in. Number 4, think of it as an experiment or experimenting, so you can promote yourself in a lot of different ways. Think of each way as an experiment to figure out what works best for you. Number 5, figure out what exactly it is that you're afraid of, and then ask yourself the question, what's the worst that could happen? Usually it's not that bad. Maybe you lost a bit of money or a bit of time depending on your strategy, but usually it's not something that will make you not have anywhere to live or not being able to do what you love. So what's the worst that could happen? Number 6, believe in your book. Believe in the thing you're trying to promote, because believing in yourself. Because when you believe in what you promote, it's way easier to, be believable and sell whatever it is you want to sell, in this case your book. So if you write a book and you don't really believe in the message in your book, it's also going to be really hard to sell. But if you genuinely believe in your message in your book, it's going to be easier for you to sell it. Figure out, you really want to be able to love your book in every way and believe in what it is that you're trying to say. Number 7, and this falls a bit in line with number 6, make sure that it's a quality product that you're trying to market. Because if it's a quality product, it will be so much easier for you to go out there and convince other people that they should buy your book. Number 8, remember that you're not spamming. One of the things that can be really hard when you're an author and you need to get your book message out there, it can be like, oh, if I post once every 3 days, and I feel like I'm spamming my network. I feel like I'm spamming my friends and my followers. But the thing is, we don't see everything everyone posts. If we did that, we would be so overwhelmed all the time. So remember, it's okay that you are posting at least once a day and even more on a lot of different channels, because people don't see everything you post. Only the very core people, like maybe your mom, that would be mine at least, who kind of follows everything you do and likes everything, she's probably gonna see everything. But other than that, and especially if you have like a page on Facebook, they won't see everything that you do. It's a very small percentage of people that actually gets notified that you posted something. Number 9 is a strategy that could be debated, because it depends on you totally as a person. But you could choose to keep your personal profile and your author profile separate, so that you have all of your personal profiles and then you have the author profiles where you only talk about whatever you're doing within the writing. So keeping them separate, kind of like maybe 2 identities, because some people just feel like, kind of like when you're going to work and you're being at home, you have 2 different identities or 2 different masks you put on. The same thing, you could have like your author mask and your not author mask. So your professional mask and your private mask on. So you could do that on 2 different pages or 2 different accounts. So figure out if you want to have it together and be your brand and just really letting everyone into your personal space, or if you want to keep those two things separate. That could help. For some, it helps the other way to actually merge them and be more themselves all the time. I'm very much the same person when I'm at work, when I'm on YouTube, when I'm at home. So what you see is what you get with me. But I also know a lot of people who are different. It's all up to you what works best for you, but it's a strategy, so see if it's something that will work for you. Number 10, I really look forward to sharing this one with you, because if you feel like it's really hard to promote yourself and say a lot of interesting and amazing things about yourself and your book, then have someone else say it. Post your reviews, post your recommendations. If you have a recommendation from someone you've worked with, if you have reviews from your book, post these on social media, because then you're having someone else say all the great things about them and then say thank you. So for example, if let's say someone called Camilla, she is writing a review of my book, and then I will post her review on my different sites and write, Camilla, thank you so much for writing this great review. I really appreciate it. I'm really happy it helped you, or whatever it is, right? By tagging her and like saying, hey, thank you. You're giving her a great experience by thanking her and showing her that you're grateful. And you're also promoting this, because tagging other people is a good way to kind of get noticed. So number 11 is, no one else is going to do it for you. I know that's not going to like get you over your fear, but it might make you think differently about your fear of self-publishing, or self-promotion. Oh my god, I hope I said self-promotion in the beginning of the video. But thinking differently about self-promotion, because no one, like I said, the only way to get other people to do it for you is reviews. If you don't have a lot of reviews, and to be honest also could get a bit boring to only read other people's reviews coming from your author, because you also want, if you follow other authors, you know, you would like to also get to know them a little bit, and maybe they are evolving on the strategies from their books or whatever it is. You want other things than just reviews. You can start with reviews because it's a good way to get going, but remembering that no one else is going to do the actual marketing for you and promotion for you is maybe something you can use as a strategy to get going. Number 12, hang around the right people, because the right people will help encourage you and support you in whatever it is you're doing. You'd be able to ask them for advice on your self-promotion, and is this okay, is this okay, where would you want to promote, and stuff like that. So hanging around the right people is a really good idea. I do recommend a mastermind group, so if you want to know more about that, let me know. But hang around the right people, really good idea. Number 13. You're helping people with your message. If you don't self-promote, you're actually doing people a disservice, because with your message, you're helping people, right? You're helping them move towards where they want to be. My book, I'm helping people take care of themselves. I'm helping people who have a hard time focusing on themselves. So if I don't promote my book, then they don't get better. So that's the thought I want you to have, is like, you're actually helping people. Your book is going to help someone. So by not promoting it and by not promoting yourself, they're not going to get any help. Strategy number 14, get out of your own way. A lot of the time we're actually just in our own way. When there's something we want to do, we make up all of these excuses, and we're just in our own way. We're just finding new projects to start or getting new ideas. I'm really good at this, getting new ideas all the time, and to not actually do what I'm supposed to be doing. So figuring out how do you get in your own way, and then get the hell out of your own way. Okay, number 15, I'm excited. Make a plan and stick to it. So make a plan for your marketing. How are you going to do it? Even before you start writing your book, have an idea, have an outline. If you're thinking of using Kickstarter, for example, it's a really important part to have that as a marketing plan, because it is a big part of your marketing plan, right? But it's also something you probably want to start early, because you want to let people in on the process. You will build an audience and promote yourself in the best way possible if you do it earlier in the process, because people will get to know you and they will see what happens in the journey of you writing the book. Maybe you put teasers out there for the content of your book, and you talk about your strategies and your methods and stuff like that, so that when you get the book out, there's already an audience. Also, it's a soft launch, right? It's a soft launch of you. You start early. You're not self-promoting as much as you're just telling your social media what you're doing. For example, when maybe you're a person who shares on your Facebook about what you're doing today. You've been doing something today. It's the same thing. It's just, I've been writing 10 pages on my new book today. They're so exciting. I'm so excited about it. They're about this and this. Oh, I made this model. I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. Here's the base outline of it, without sharing all the model, of course. But all of these things, do them along the journey, and then make a plan for how to do it. Make a plan and say, this is my deadline, this is when I'm going to publish, and I'm going to be doing once or twice a week or 3 times a week, or whatever fits within your timeline. That's how many times I'm going to be posting something about my journey until I get to a certain point. Then I'm going to be posting about the release date. Then I'm going to be posting about, don't post about the release date until you're certain that you can actually get that date. Because if you do that from the very beginning, I would still tell someone about it, but if you're posting about your release date in the very beginning, you might not reach it. Remember, promote, promote, promote. So remember, have fun and get shit done. Have an amazing day.